to get the best deal possible. Call Covington Tax Solutions now for a free consultation. Call 872-257-4631. Call 872-257-4631.
Covington Tax Solutions.
Of Darnell Lyles is ready to help you, whether it's personal injury, criminal, DUI, and OWI, nursing home, product liability, it doesn't matter. Call 219-939-9LAW. That's 219-939-9529. That's right. When you're driving and get into a wreck,
you better call Darnell.
Had a few drinks too many? A cop hits you with a DUI or OWI?
I think you better call Darnell.
Arrested and facing criminal charges, misdemeanor or felony?
I think you better call Darnell.
Purchase a product that causes you or a loved one harm?
I think you better call Darnell.
When your loved one is neglected and abused in a nursing home?
I think you better call Darnell.
That's right, you better call Attorney Darnell Lyles and get represented right. And the first consultation is free. Yes, free. So call right now. 219-939-9LAW. That's 219-939-9529. Attorney Darnell Lyles. Darnell Lyles.
This is Miss Lady B, La Boricua. Now it's time for the Family Meeting News.
Hi, this is Michelle Peltier, and here's what we're following on the Family Meeting. Longtime U.S. Representative Sheila Jackson Lee of Texas, who helped lead federal efforts to protect women from domestic violence and recognize Juneteenth as a national holiday, has died. She was 74. The Democrat had represented her Houston-based district and the nation's fourth largest city since 1995. She previously had breast cancer and announced that the pancreatic cancer diagnosis on June 2nd. She is survived by her son, Jason Lee, a senior advisor to Mayor Brandon Johnson.
Really?
I didn't know that either, Talai. Ooh, he's listening today. The Chicago Football Classic announced that the upcoming HBCU football showcase between the Morehouse Tigers and the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds will be held September 21st at Soldier Field.
Drinking a little bit today?
Not yet, but okay. The Chicago Football Classic is crucial in inspiring students to finish high school and pursue higher education at historically black colleges and universities. For the young attendees, getting to experience Soldier Field for the first time is thrilling. They'll witness all the excitement and spectacle the Chicago Football Classic brings to the city. It's a memorable experience that they'll cherish forever. On Wednesday, July 17th, the Navy announced the exonerations of after 80 years of an explosion at Port Chicago Naval Magazine left 320 people dead after an explosion at Port Chicago Naval Magazine is what it's called. Left 320 people dead and 400 others injured from ammunition that detonated while it was being loaded onto a cargo ship. Upon review of the case, the Navy said it determined there were significant legal errors during the court's martial, and the defendants were improperly tried together despite conflicting interests and denied a meaningful right to counsel. Though all black sailors involved are deceased, their discharges will change to honorable, and their family members will have the opportunity to see if past benefits are owed to them. Please visit our webpage, tfmradioshow.com. You can subscribe and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, and also subscribe and follow our YouTube channel to view us live and receive reminders when we are on the air. I'm a little disjointed today, people, as you can probably understand. I am Michelle Peltier. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, Family Meeting cousins. As you know, we've created a Patreon Family Meeting subscription and membership page to include you great listeners in our effort and give you a chance to very economically promote your business, organization, or local event. You can contribute as little as $5 per month to get your message out and support the Family Meeting as a viable voice. We know you appreciate our permanent interest dialogue, get up and dance playlist, and our great guests who stop by. So become a cousin and go to our website, tfmradioshow.com, and click the link.
My name is Sharon Cooper, and I am the sister of Sandra Bland. I am a Chicagoland business professional working in the professional services field, and I listen to The Family Meeting. My name is Sharon Cooper, and I am the sister of...
This is Rodney Harrington, and I listen to The Family Meeting.
You know we all jacked up today, man. We're all jacked up. Hey, man, y'all get any gummies around this place, man? What's up?
Where's Adrian? I need a drink.
Hey, welcome to the worldwide headquarters of The Family Meeting. Welcome to the broadcast, y'all. A little bit going on today, huh?
Just a tad.
Yeah, that's right. I'm your boy E. Thank you so much for the news, Michelle.
You're welcome.
Grab your phones, find us on social media, like, subscribe, and follow all that stuff that Michelle told you to do. Because there's a lot to talk about. And that's where it goes on when we're not here. So you want to visit that. Also, be sure to visit our webpage. That's tfmradioshow.com, tfmradioshow.com, where you'll find archived broadcasts. And we're going to archive this one, boy. Music playlist. And a link for the live broadcast going on right there, and a video link. You can watch us if you want to look at our mugs.
You don't have to, though.
But you can. Are we focused today? We're okay, right? We're okay?
I can't tell.
Yeah, you said we're okay. In the space shuttle cockpit controlling everything is the retired porno star Bobby Longstroke. And Curly Top's around. Oh, and Curly Top.
Hey, Curly Top. I didn't get to say hi to
Top.
Curly Top today. Oh, there he is.
You can become a patron of our broadcast for as little as $5 a month. Visit the aforementioned webpage, tfmradioshow.com, tfmradioshow.com, and mash the button, become a patron. It's easy. Become a patron, mash the button, $5. It all kind of goes together, right? Do that for us, tfmradioshow.com. The lines will fill quickly today. They will fill quickly today. The number is 773-763-9278, 773-763-9278.
Usa? Should it be Usa?
So listen, Michelle get all misty and stuff up in here about all this.
Yes, I was crying.
Get all misty about this and everything. And you know why? Let me tell you why. And you correct me if I'm wrong, Michelle. Because she thinks y'all are racists.
I don't think that's what I said.
That's essentially it.
I didn't say that.
Okay, well, tell me what you said then.
I basically said that this, from the entire time we've been going through this madness, the conversation has been all about Kamala and not wanting Kamala to be Kamala.
Whose conversation?
Anybody's conversation. You know, I'm going to talk in general right now. I just have to.
Right. No nouns. I get it. No nouns. I get it.
And I told you a couple of weeks ago that the conversation started to change. It started to change into, what if he can't make his full second term, right? And that's when I started thinking that the wheels were starting to turn against her, because there are the majority of wealthy white men that don't want her to be the president of the United States.
Because they're racist.
Okay. I mean, all I can say is I don't know if it's more of a gender thing or a racial thing or a little bit of both.
Okay, sexist. They're an ist of some kind.
They're an ist of some kind. But
right.
it's all about, this is what it's come down to.
So Michelle got her drawers all bunched up today because she thinks y'all are racist or sexist and won't vote for Kamala Harris for
That's
president.
not what I said, that the people won't vote. I said those people are controlling the way people think about voting.
Because they're racist or sexist, right?
Okay, I'll let you have it.
What motivates them otherwise if it's not that?
Money and power, and they're losing it.
To a black woman because they're racist and sexist, right?
Okay, all right.
No, don't just fall in line now. I don't want you to do that. I'm just saying, because that's really the question at hand here today, right? Anybody who's running around now thinking that, well, Kamala can't do it, why?
I think she can. I just think it's going to be a hard road that we didn't have to take. And I think
why
Biden,
why is it hard?
Because of what I just said.
Because they're racist and sexist, right?
Okay.
Right. So for me, first off, y'all know I don't really care. I mean, you know, I'd rather you didn't have to endure the Orange Menace. But I don't know, for people in our category who haven't enjoyed the privilege, we're not losing any privileges because he's elected. It'll be an awful situation for y'all. It'll be awful for y'all. But where are people who your ancestors have forced to have to figure out a way when there ain't no way?
I don't disagree with that. I'm looking at the bigger picture, though. I'm thinking about all of us,
but
not
they're
just
not,
some of us. Well, I don't care about what they think. Well, I guess I do.
But see, that's what black folks tend to do all the time, right? And for better or for worse, because we are thoughtful people more often than not, right? We think about this in terms of the country. And you know, the reality is I think a lot of the country thinks about their permanent interests only.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Right? Otherwise, they wouldn't allow some of the things going on like it does. Right? Yeah, you go out and write a check to a $100 check to a non-for-profit because you don't want to see children have raggedy books in school. You don't want to see children hungry, but you won't get outraged that exists. You won't get outraged that you live in a country that produces enough food to feed the entire world, but you have hungry people. You live in a world where you've got people who fought for this country who are homeless and without medical care, but you won't get outraged about that. This is how you end up with the Orange Menace, because you don't prioritize the thing that's important. And so the reality is that your ancestors put my people in a situation where we've had to make a way of no way. So if y'all elect the Orange Menace, we just continue to make a way out of no way. Y'all ain't used to doing that, though, because you're used to having privilege. So that's why I don't want to go into that discussion today, but that's why I can't find myself getting upset about anything having to do around this. Now, here's the other side of that, though. I want to come back to you in a second, Michelle. Look at how the news cycle is gobbled up now. Mm-hmm. Think about the excitement that would occur. You guys are going to be sitting in front of a damn television when Biden gets on television to talk about this. You're going to be sitting there watching to hear what he got to say. And hopefully he can piece it together in a way that kind of moves the country a certain way. I hope he's able to do that. And then following that, at some point, Madam Vice President's going to get in front of a mic, in front of a camera, and she's going to say something. And whatever she says, I hope it moves you. I hope she's able to put together the words to move you. All of that discussion is going to gobble up a good solid 2 weeks of the news cycle. And then you're going to go into the convention. And that's going to be a spectacle because you don't know what's getting ready to happen. So you're going to watch. So they're going to have your ear for the better part of a month. And you ain't going to be able to stop watching. And if you have to stop watching because you got to go to the bathroom or go to work or something, you're going to tape it and watch it later. I know you are. So now we're not talking about the Orange Menace anymore. We're talking about the first black woman vice president.
See, I think what we're going to be talking about is how screwed up the Democratic Party is, and that we're going to divide. We're going to be divided because there are going to be people that are going to say that I'm going to run instead because nobody wants Kamala. It's going to be a hot mess.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I don't see any problem with that because I think that Kamala and whoever else decides to do what you described, they're up for it. I think the spectacle alone will redirect your attention away from the Orange Menace and this merry band of liars. It'll redirect you from them and get you engaged and excited about them. Now, the question is, can they put together the words that move you to get to the polls?
That's the fear for me. People will be so disgusted and turned off by this fiasco that they just won't vote at all. I don't see it as a
fiasco. What I see is Democrats doing what Republicans refuse to do, which is to look at a candidate that they don't feel completely confident with, in their case, that is completely amoral, and an imbecile, and deciding anyway that you're going to follow him. The Democrats have gone through the normal democratic process and said, listen, I don't think our boy's up for it. I don't care what happened to this point. We need to shift. for better or for worse.
I feel
And
like
it's a
we were
spectacle.
hijacked. I feel like we've been hijacked by the rich guys. I know that you've been saying this for weeks, that he's old and we needed to do something different. But I
Yes.
will tell you, in the rooms that I'm in, the conversations that I'm having, they're like, yeah, he's old, but that's who we have. That's what we're going with.
Okay, but now you don't have him now. So you
Now
got
we don't
somebody
have
else.
him, and so now it's disrupted everything. Look, I'm going to be negative today, and then tomorrow I'm going to get up and do my part to make Kamala
But
our
I think
next
it's a
president.
good disruption, though. I think it's a wonderful disruption.
I think it's terrible. You don't know about these wars then.
What's terrible?
I mean, we're still fighting the Bernie people.
Well, yeah, admittedly, yeah, but what is terrible about this, though?
It's because the one thing that we don't do, and I understand why we don't do it, is because we're in a big tent. I get that. We don't fall in love and fall in line. We just don't. And now we're starting over, and we shouldn't have to start over.
She's the sitting vice president. I don't know if it's starting over. She has something to do with the policies that we saw happen over the last 3.5 years.
Listen, she had a whole lot to do with it, okay? I'm on the Kamala side. The timing. It's the
You're
timing.
afraid of the racist and the sexist.
It's the timing. If he would have just lasted until after the election. Joe had this election. You can't tell me he wasn't going to win.
He couldn't stop the onslaught, though.
If there wasn't one, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, it was. The media would not stop.
That was the media. It wasn't the people.
The
it
media,
wasn't the people.
The media are a group of lazy imbeciles who look for car accidents, and he allowed himself to sit in that wrecked car for several weeks, and he ran from microphones as often as he could. He could not stop the media.
The media should have been paying attention to DT, all of the crazy stuff he's been doing.
No, they're looking for car accidents, and Biden was a car accident.
But let's talk about news, though. That's not
Biden
news.
was a car accident. That's
DT
news.
is the car accident. They're still
he's a
not talking about
long-standing
him not getting shot in the ear. I mean, they're picking what we listen to and look at. And
I want them to look and listen to Kamala. Don't you that?
I want them to too. But I'm saying there's going to be a lot of other chatter around it. It's not going to be solely centered on her. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong.
I think you are. I think from the standpoint of the chatter being around her, it'll be the racist and sexist who you're afraid of, and it'll be the people like the AKAs and the other Divine Nine who are going to be positive about her. And there's going to be a lot of chatter, and it's on her to do what to this point Biden's been unable to do, which is to move people with her words.
But she's been doing it. You see, Kamala has been everywhere.
But she wasn't top of the ticket then.
But it doesn't matter.
It does.
No, I hope it does, but they weren't covering her intentionally.
Because he was a car accident. They wanted to look at the car accident. You don't want to look at the car driving in the right lane going below the speed limit.
We talk more about Pence and the things that he wouldn't do.
I don't understand where you're headed with that, though. Do you or don't you want them talking about the good things Kamala was involved in?
I want them. What I'm saying to you is I don't think it's going to happen. I think the chaos is going to be who's going to do it instead.
Yeah, but she's going to own...
Think about this, Eric. They haven't been talking about Kamala for weeks. It's like she hasn't even been there.
Who's they?
The media, who you're talking about. They have not been talking to her
I see it all the time.
Okay, I'm going to go with the people that I talk to, my friends. They say they know nothing about her. They don't see her anywhere. She's not doing anything.
They're not paying attention.
And these are well-read, educated people who
They can't be then.
They are. I'm trying to
they
tell
can't
you,
be. They don't see Kamala.
And she's everywhere. I say that, but there are people who say she hasn't done anything, and that's what's going to keep happening. They're going to just erase her from the conversation, like they've been trying to erase her as vice president.
Oh yeah, they're going to try because they're racist and sexist. That's what they're going to do. The question is do the people who advocate for her can they present a coherent message? Do you remember when Obama announced his candidacy?
Yes, I do.
Did you think he even had a chance at the very beginning? Barack Hussein Obama running for president, a black dude, never had a black president?
Let me tell you something, just quickly. I moved here right when he was running for the United States Senate seat.
Uh-huh.
So when he decided to run for president, I felt like he could do it. I did.
Well,
I worked for him, and I felt like I'd met him. I felt like he could do it.
Fortunately, I did too, but there was a part of all of us who thought it'd be a good run. But there's no way, what the prevailing sentiment was, there's no way this country will elect a black man.
Yeah, it was never there. I believed we could do it.
Anecdotal examples, because we wanted to believe that. But the sentiment was, there's no way they can elect a black man.
Yeah.
And they did, twice.
Yes.
This is going to be different. She's got Divine 9 behind her.
I hope you're right. I want you to be right. I do. I want it.
The number is 773-763-9278. Yeah, I know. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
First time I tried to kiss you, we were in the second grade. I didn't know much about it then, but I sure thought I had it made. Going through school and
Hi, this is Tommy Nelson. Visit me at A Custom Cabinet Design, Facebook.com. Keep listening to the Family Meeting.
Calling all valued members of the American Veterinary Medical Association, or AVMA. Your future retirement goals can be achieved. Introducing the AVMA Retirement Plan. Tailored to meet the distinct needs of veterinarians with streamlined administration and reduced burdens. Vets enjoy unrivaled benefits that include service provider oversight, knowledgeable expert investment guidance, and delegated fiduciary services. Veterinarians who use this plan can say goodbye to annual retirement plan audits and annual retirement plan tax reporting. Veterinarians, you can enjoy retirement your way with customizable plans to suit your practice's unique structure. From eligibility to vesting schedules and more, elevate your retirement journey with AVMA's specialized plan. Learn more by sending an email to polaris@polarisadvice.com. Secure your veterinary legacy starting today. Email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. Securities offered through LineStreet Financial, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Polaris Wealth Management, LLC. Polaris Wealth Management and LineStreet are not affiliated.
Hey Chicago, are you always on the go? Take the new Shy 311 app with you to find the information that you need, submit non-emergency city service requests, and much more. Download the new Shy 311 app, built with Chicagoans for Chicagoans. That's Shy 311 on the App Store or Google Play, or check it out online at 311.chicago.gov. Stay informed with Shy 311. It's your gateway to Chicago services.
A basic and essential part of any financial plan is savings. Most of whatever cash you have will be there because you put it there, not necessarily because of some fancy investment. Now with Save and Plan, Polaris has introduced a way for you to get empowering financial advice. Save and Plan is simple. Just sign up to save on a systematic monthly basis directly from your account and gain access to a planner and our planning services. Once you sign up to save, Polaris will help you develop a customized financial plan and give you a real person to speak with. Your dedicated planner is just an email or phone call away. Save and Plan offers empowering advice for everyone. Visit us at polarisadvice.com and call us today at 312-951-2606 or email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. Save and Plan, empowering advice for everyone.
Securities offered through Lion Street Financial LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisor services offered through Lion Street Advisors LLC, registered investment advisors. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street Financial are not affiliated.
A 2016 study estimated that 13.1 million Americans were victims of identity theft last year. Fight back against your identity being stolen by signing up for Identity Guard. Identity Guard monitors your credit and identity information with alerts that can help you respond quickly if certain changes indicating fraudulent activity are detected, as well as help protect your computer from viruses, keylogging, and other serious threats. Plus, with Identity Guard's dynamic credit management resources and tools, you will have helpful information as you make better financial and credit decisions. Identity Guard includes $1 million identity theft insurance and lost wallet protection, and more if you ever do become a victim. Protect your ID for as little as $6 per month. Yes, that's only $6 per month by visiting lookaftermyid.com. That's lookaftermyid.com to securely sign up for Identity Guard today.
knows I had to step up. Speed it up, cut the chase, going for first place. Before the mother cats try to get ya. Moving them hips, killing me with every tip, girl. You about to get a tip to it now. The worst that goes down is you turn me down, but this time around I gotta shine. Hey, how you doing? Oh, baby, what you getting into? I don't know what your name is or who you came with, but I ain't leaving without you. Hey girl, how you doing? I've never seen nothing like you. It's a body that shape is your claim to fame, and girl, I ain't leaving without you. No.
This is Sue Myers, founder of Indivisible South Suburban Chicago. Welcome back to the family meeting.
Yeah, boy, we're going to get it in today, baby. That's right, baby.
I'm not going to cry.
Kamala going to the White House, baby.
Yes, please, Lord, please.
This is going to be black girl magic on steroids. Are you kidding?
Yes.
I have it on good accord. The AKAs are meeting tonight to get organized. Are you kidding? They just had their convention, a week or two ago? AKAs did? I think it was in Texas or something. They were down there doing that little noise they make and stuff. It was, how about that? The lines lit up right away.
I know. I tell you, this is one of the things that I appreciate about doing this with you is because you see the world differently than I do. I came in here doom and gloom, and you're like, Black Power, we're going to take over the world. Yes, yes. And I'm like, we're all going to die.
I mean, there's some value. For me, there's some value in, when you finally figure out who somebody is.
Yes.
This is one of those moments, to my way of thinking, where there's a reckoning getting ready to happen, right? So, the right is always, it's never been a racist country, all that kind of stuff. I view the DNC collectively as undercover racists in the best possible way. I don't know any other way to say that. Given the choice, I don't know that the Democratic Party falls on the side of DEI. I mean, like in a meaningful way. You can talk it and you can make gestures. Thank you for Juneteenth. We were going to do it anyway, but thank you for that. That's easy stuff. The hard stuff, the reparations, the statehood for D.C., statehood for Puerto Rico, fully funding HBCUs properly, all that stuff. Hey, I'll throw $1 billion at you, but I'm not going to fully fund you. I'll make you feel good that I did something. But doing the hard work, they don't really do that as a body. And there's individuals in the group who advocate for it, but as a body, neither one of those gangs are going all in. So for me, this is a reckoning. This is if somehow or another the DNC decides, yeah, she was good at vice president, but nah, not for president. That's a big, big problem for me. And I suspect a lot of people. I'm completely turned off. I am completely turned off by that. At the same time, I'm still going to vote blue because I know what's at stake. But there's a cost that I'm going to exact for that behavior. If you can't select Kamala, if you can't get behind Kamala in a meaningful way. The other reckoning, to my way of thinking, and I've been thinking this since 2016, is we always say that there are more of us than them.
Right.
And I don't know that we've proven that.
Well, we do. We just don't. We do. We have. In this last cycle of elections we won some.
Well, we had more votes. Yeah.
Right.
But we don't know that there's more of us than them.
Statistically, there are more Democrats than there are Republicans. That's true.
I'm not so much talking about gang membership as I am progressive sentiment.
I see.
Because you have Democrats like Joe Manchin.
Right.
So belonging to the gang doesn't mean much to me.
Right.
So I wonder, are there more of them than us?
You mean on the fringe, or just, like the progressives?
Well, the ones that get their asses up and go to the polls and vote for Kamala.
I'm hoping that there are more. I don't know. I don't know.
That's my point. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this election will be an instance where we can get a better feel over whether or not there are more of them than us.
I tell you what, I'm telling you, if the party skips over Kamala, it's a wrap. There are lots. I will still vote. You said you will still vote, but there are black people out here that will not.
I don't blame them.
I don't either.
And it shows the true colors of the DNC if they do that.
It shows the true colors of our nation, not just the DNC.
Well,
yeah.
Right. So can't do that. I mean, I think they would have preferred that Biden run, win, and then step down.
That's what I would have preferred because they're
racist, sexist people, right?
No, but this infighting that we're getting ready, this tomorrow, when you and I wake up, it's going to be a bloodbath internally within the Democrats.
That's so damn dramatic, Michelle.
It's true. Well,
that's so dramatic.
I am dramatic.
I'm
telling
like
you,
a thespian up in here. What are you talking about? Oh, it's going to be a bloodbath.
We're going to be
bleeding
fighting
everywhere.
like crazy.
But Kamala's up for that.
I'm not saying she's not. Look,
she should have to fight.
She's ready for it. She's up for it. She can fight. She's been fighting her whole career.
Don't you want to see that?
I want to see it.
Wouldn't it look good for her?
I'm not worried about her. I'm worried about the electorate. I'm worried about us not getting our stuff together in order to win this election.
I don't know who us is, but okay.
The Democrats.
I don't really care about Democrats.
What?
I care about my permanent interests. I don't care about Democrats.
Okay, okay.
You can if you want to. I just don't care.
I care about the bigger picture. That's what I care about.
What's the bigger picture?
That we can all get what we want and need.
That's never going to happen. You know that.
But it's a thing that we should all strive for, taking care of one another. You and I had this conversation. Okay, so let me let you in on how I can in good conscience not feel that way. Okay.
Because I believe that my permanent interests benefit everybody.
I see.
So I don't really care about your permanent interests.
Okay.
I care about yours because you're Michelle. But the proverbial you, I don't really care about your permanent. I care about mine because I know mine benefit me and you.
So you don't care about I don't even want to.
I don't even care which gang decides that they want to adopt that in their platform. As long as I can trust that you will act on my permanent interests, you get my vote. I don't care what gang you belong to. So I think that holds these gangs to account when we adopt that philosophy. You just don't get my vote.
I agree with that.
Because we gang members. Mm-hmm. You get my vote because you're going to advocate for my permanent interests.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Right. So my permanent interest right now is that you elect Kamala president. If you don't do that, you don't get down with that, there's a cost to be paid.
And what would that cost be?
I'd have to figure that out.
Okay.
But maybe it's a midterm disappearance. Maybe it's that. I have no idea. But I know it's at stake, and I think a lot of people know it's at stake. I don't think that this changes many people's minds, but because of who is waiting in the wings.
Okay.
If it was a reasonable, I can't even use that word really to describe them anymore, but if it was a reasonable one that we used to know, okay, I might have some concern.
Look, I do need some time to, catch my breath and wallow in the
today, all snotty nose and stuff, man. Michelle's out of control, man. What's wrong with you? I feel like I want to be in my. Get your head straight.
I know. Snap out of it,
man. What's wrong with you? Getting all wound up about that stupid stuff.
I was crying. Look, my girlfriend kicked me out of her car earlier today. Get out.
Nose, man. Stop
Calm down, Michelle. Get out of the car.
Hold up.
Y'all don't understand.
Hold up, man. Okay, so just because the Lions are doing what they're doing, let me just go ahead.
Yeah.
I got to get ready for this. Woosah.
Yes, woosah.
Yeah. Let's see what's on Jim's mind today. Hey, Jim, what's up, man?
Hi, Jim.
Hi. Yeah, I'm delighted with this after this 3-week execution by the Democrat and media and Republican Party on Biden. I'm glad that he. But my problem is, if any of these Democrats have a beef with Kamala, keep your mouth shut.
Why?
Keep your darn mouth shut.
Why?
Because because she's going to be the 47th president of the United States, and I hope that she picks another woman of another gender, another woman as vice president, and we can make that contrast between a sexual deviant at the top of their ticket and a vice president who wants to take away every young girl's rights for the next 50 years.
Yeah, but Jim, don't you want a president or a presidential candidate that can stand up to the people who love her and criticize her at the same time? Don't you want that of her?
Well, she certainly can. She certainly can. She's already run for president as it is, and she's more than qualified. And I know that the old Democrats will switch without a problem. And I think that she could bring a lot of young, in these swing states, a lot of young voters her way, because they seem to fill up every auditorium she goes to.
Yes, they do.
And she talks about women, and she talks about women's rights consistently. And that's what's on the ballot this year. Do you really want to live in the United States where women have no rights? They can't divorce. They can't have fertilization. They can't do this. They can't do that. What kind of a country are we in? If we're going to deny half of the country their rights, this is the United States of America. We're supposed to enhance our rights.
Are we?
Not take them away. They're not taking them away. And that's what the Republican Party is bent on doing. So does the Supreme Court. They're bent on taking away our rights. Look at Roe. That was actually visited on us by a religious determination. It had nothing to do with secular politics. They believed in their religious fanaticism that no, everybody should have a baby. Everybody should. Well, this is baloney. Everybody, we should save every baby. Well, I'm afraid for 50 years, I never had any problem with Roe. I don't know about Eric or your guest. I never had any problem with Roe. I never even gave it a thought. And my point is that I think it's marvelous. I think she should pick the woman as vice president and have a stark contrast both for our first woman president of the United States and vice president, because I would love to change. And she's as empathetic for people that I've witnessed, and I think that's why Joe Biden picked her to begin with. Yeah, she's been right in his ear the whole 4 years. She knows the foreign policy. She knows what she's up against a sexual predator who's running for president, and the nut from Ohio who thinks he could say that women are cat women and that women can't determine their own happiness or future. He'll determine it for us, or the Supreme Court will determine it for us. I'm sorry, but she's going to win the 47th president of the United States, and I hope she picks the vice president. That one I don't have any influence on. And I'll be happy to vote for her for every reason you could possibly think of. And you guys have a great weekend. Thank you very much.
Thank
you too, Jim.
What you guys got to think about is what happens if the DNC doesn't get behind Kamala? What do you do? Let me get Steve from the Gold Coast today. Steve, what's up, man?
Hi, Steve.
Well, I mean, one heck of a last, say, 7 or 8 days. I already said that in the earlier show. I mean, if you could have said to somebody, oh, by the way, in about 8 days, you're going to have an assassination attempt against one candidate, and then the other one who's the incumbent running on the Democratic side is going to drop out. They would have said, you're out of your mind. Hey, you should write for Hollywood, because that's how likely that is. But, hey, that's the world in which we live. And I unlike the previous caller, I would certainly vote for two women who are immensely qualified, but I don't think that's where America is today. I think that there are enough people who are in the middle. We may not like the fact that they believe in certain things, but they vote. And there are independent voters who work in factories. They're not the ones giving money to the NAACP or anything else, but they're interested in making sure that their wages are decent and they have health care coverage and so forth. So for those people, what you do is you create a balance ticket, someone like a woman of color, Kamala Harris, and then she picks frankly, a white guy, a guy who is progressive or middle-of-the-road Democrat who can then balance that ticket and get enough of those people who, again, not big fans of LGBTQ movement, not a big fan necessarily of women's rights or of people of color, but they do have an interest in terms of their economic future and having a job and Medicare and Social Security and so forth. So, yeah, I don't think this is the time to experiment. And as I've said before, I'm not as concerned with winning this election as I am with losing it. Donald Trump being elected to a second term is the possibility is that we don't have another election.
Right.
There is no 2028 election. This is how people in authoritarian regimes come to power. This is Vladimir Putin ran in an election. He didn't say this is the last election you're going to have in Russia, but that's essentially what happened. And he's been president ever since. So that's where I am. We now need to take the next step. People were saying, Joe Biden, too old to run. Okay, fine. You want to close that door. But now you open up a different door with a bunch of other issues. Yeah. Okay, who is the candidate? Just because Joe Biden says, I want Kamala, does not mean it's going to be Kamala. He doesn't get to make that decision. And who's going to be her running mate? And are the big money donors going to give? And all of these things. I mean, even the money that was given to the Biden campaign is now in question in terms of its legal status. Does that money go back, and then those donors decide to give it then to another nominee, or does it automatically go to Kamala because she was on the ticket? I mean, there's all sorts of mess here. And we've only got a couple of weeks to work it out as Democrats. So,
we take and work it out.
So, like I say, and so like I say, I'm hoping that we can get across to Americans that look, the worst possible candidate, as people have said, Joe Biden's head in a jar is a preferential candidate to Donald Trump. The walking, talking idiot that he is. Yeah. But Americans just don't understand what's at stake in this election. So if it were Mitt Romney versus someone like a Joe Biden or Kamala Harris, not the end of the world. Mitt Romney wins. I'm not happy about it, but democracy survives. 4 more years, we have an election. Yeah. Donald Trump wins. I don't know if we're still having this discussion in 4 more years.
Good point, Steve. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So, listen, the lines are lit up because of what's going on, obviously. No sermons today, y'all. Just get it in and let's move on, okay?
Before you do something else real quick, can we just say the chat room is alive and kicking today?
The chatties.
So, Tamara, hello. Bill, hello. I see Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. I think that's my Stephanie, my friend Stephanie. And so, you guys, good conversation. Thank you for having my back, most of you. The other half having Eric's.
Snotty nose Michelle, okay.
Glad you're there. Thank you.
773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of the family meeting.
Mine was always short on food and money. See, people used to joke a lot and tease her about her clothes not being in style. Dressed in vintage skirts and dirty sneakers. The finest second-hand down on Broadway.
This is Bill Cooper from Inline Designs Office Solutions. We're at www.inlinedesignsofficesolutions.com and keep listening to the family meeting.
Now she got it, and I gotta say.
Do you have a pain that won't cease? A health issue that's not getting better? It may be time you visited Health on Earth Wellness Centers. With over 20 years experience, 4 Chicagoland locations, and patients that range from 2 months old to 93, Health on Earth Wellness Centers are fully prepared to meet all your chiropractic needs. We have state-of-the-art facilities in Crestwood, Tinley Park, the South Loop, and Naperville. Don't let being healthy be your last resort. Make it your first choice. Make an appointment today at healthonearth.org. That's healthonearth.org.
Do you own a business in Illinois? Are you aware of the new retirement plan requirement that could impact your business? Listen up, this is crucial information you don't want to miss. If you're a business with at least 5 employees and have been operating for 2 years or more, Illinois law now mandates that you provide a retirement plan. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Polaris Wealth Management can be your professional partner in navigating this new landscape. We specialize in helping businesses just like yours establish affordable retirement plans that meet your needs and keep you compliant. You may avoid penalties as high as $500 per employee by acting now. Our team of seasoned professionals will guide you through the process step by step, making it easy for you to set up a 401k, a simple IRA, or another qualified retirement plan. Visit our website at polarisadvice.com for more information or shoot us an email at polarisadvice.com. We're here to help you provide your employees with the retirement benefits they deserve while safeguarding your business from potential fines. Don't let these changes catch you off guard. Contact Polaris Wealth Management today, and let's work together to build a better retirement future for your employees and your business. Visit polarisadvice.com or email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. Securities offered through Lion Street Financial, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Polaris Wealth Management, LLC. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street are not affiliated.
what you wanna do. I can't tell you who to sock it to. It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. I can't tell you who to sock it to. If you want me to love you, maybe.
Hi, this is Fred Newsom, co-host of Vet Talk. You can find me at vettalk.us or on Facebook at Facebook.com/Vet Talk Radio. Welcome back to the family meeting.
Hey, Bobby, is Vet Talk still on the radio, man? Is Vet Talk still on the air? No? We can dump that commercial, man. No such thing as Vet Talk no more, right? Right. They should put on the porno hour for you, man. You can host that.
We have an hour to
Can
fill.
I say porno on the air? Okay. Make sure I can say porno. 773-763-9278's the number.
He's such a good sport.
Isn't he, though?
He really
Well, they all are. All the ex-porno stars, they're all great guys.
I don't know. He's the only one I know.
773-763-9278. So, I see y'all, man. We see y'all. The Chatties, too. That's the new name I've given them, the Chatties.
Chatties.
The Chatties. So, listen, no sermons today, y'all. Get it in and let's move on because we got phones ringing like crazy up in here, man. Let me get Ron from Michigan. Ron, what's up, man?
Hey, Ron.
Hello, family. The last caller said, who could imagine? I told you 3 weeks ago Joe Biden's going to resign, and he must resign. And he did resign.
I thought so, too.
Okay? Now, here's the thing. Eric, you said, it can't get any worse for us when Trump wins, if he wins. Oh, yes, it can, man. It's because you said, I'm going to wait for the midterms. There can be no midterms. That last caller said there won't be any more elections, except maybe a show election. But there will be show trials. And I figured it out why I had those wrestling guys and all those MIA fighters. He's going to have a cage match, and he's going to have those show trials, and it's going to be televised, okay? You think I'm joking? Ha, ha. It ain't no joke. Now, Mr. Clyburn said we have to throw that convention wide open, and that's the way it should be thrown, wide open. If Kamala has a chance, everybody has a chance. And I'm tired of saying who's the only person who can win. But you can start the prairie fire right here. Throw her name in the hat and keep talking her name. I don't care if she says she doesn't want to do it. You keep it up. Start the prairie fire here. Go out on a limb. If it burns down, Trump's going to burn down the whole house anyway. So
Michelle's not going to do it. She's just not going to do it.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but she's the first. Her husband's the first ones that's going to go on show trial, and there's no place in the world they can hide, and you know that, and they know that. So if that's what she wants, okay, go make some movies in Hungary. You try that, my dear lady.
I'm not sure what he's talking about.
He's talking about Michelle Obama, that she should run.
That's right.
Oh,
and I'm
that
saying
Michelle.
she's not going to do it.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to run, man.
Well,
we were
like
lucky
I said,
that she
like I said 3
became.
weeks ago, everybody backed out. Even Tom Hartman kind of backed off when he said, Joe Biden. I never backed down. And I'm not backing down from my point here. We either have this or we have nothing. We have civil war. And you know it. Yeah. And nobody's going to be safe.
I think November is going to be
I'm an old man.
November's going to be crazy
I'm an
no
old
matter
man.
what happens.
I'm ready to die.
Oh,
Well.
no,
You
Ron, no.
You going to go out there shooting at people? Is that what you're saying, man?
He says he's old man. He's ready to die. No, Ron, don't you want to see how this plays out?
You don't think they're going to try not shoot me and my black family?
You're in
Come on,
Michigan,
Eric.
too. You're in Michigan.
This is white supremacist territory.
Yeah.
This is sundown territory. This is Ku Klux Klan territory. They tried to burn down Notre Dame when Newt Rockman was football coach there, okay? Still Ku Klux Klan around here. Always have been.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I moved out here, to change the voting pattern, and it changed, okay? I can't change everything, but I'm here trying to work it out.
You're a brave soldier, man. We appreciate you, Ron. Thanks
I
for
ain't no
calling.
brave soldier. You're welcome.
Okay.
God bless you.
Thanks,
man.
Ron.
Take care. Ron's wound up.
Yes, he is. As he should be.
How come my stuff keep going off here, man? I keep trying to keep this thing on. It doesn't stay on, man. Okay, so let me get Killer. What's up, Killer?
E-Man, what's going on?
This is my roommate.
Hello,
my best
Michelle.
friend.
Oh, the BFF. Hi, Will.
That's a girl thing. We don't do BFF. It's a girl thing.
That's right. There ain't no half a sissies over here. But hey, this is going to be a very interesting political calculus that everyone's playing because you have abortion rights on 11 states on the ballot, and Democrats tend to overperform. On there. So on one hand, you think that Democrats want Kamala at the top of the ticket because she's going to energize the base, and that coupled along with, abortion rights, or reproductive rights, I should say, on 11 states, that's going to be enough to carry the down ballot. And that's what they're looking at. Republicans, exactly the opposite. Before Joe Biden dropped out, there was a poll here in the state of Georgia that had him beating Biden by like 7 points. Okay, that seemed plausible. But then I looked at the crosstabs, and what I found that was interesting was that last election, black people made up 29% of the electorate. In this poll that they took, there were only 2% of the electorate. So unless there was a poll tax that was enacted that I don't know about, that's not possible unless they really do a number, they being the Democrats, and they bypass, Kamala and then just demoralize the base. So
you think the polling in Georgia doesn't accurately reflect the will of the black electorate in Georgia?
That poll in Georgia didn't include the black electorate. I mean, how do you go from 29% of the electorate from the last election to 2% in this model?
Yeah. So
you gotta have a poll tax.
So you're surmising that Biden can win Georgia?
Oh, he would have won. He would have won.
Okay.
They went and they did, this, hit job, on him, and and got him out because he was going to go. Because if you looked at all that, he was going to win.
He was going to win.
Let's ignore the pundits.
Yep.
And he was going to win big time.
Big time by a landslide. Absolutely. Yep. I agree with you, Will.
Well, we ain't got him no more. He's gone now. Bye-bye.
Let me ask this. Can he change his mind?
No, hell no.
It was like the only reason that he would or he could change his mind is if they somehow it's about the money.
Yes.
And that he can't go ahead and transfer, or you can't easily, transfer, the funds over from the Biden-Harris campaign. I would submit to you that you can, because her name is on all of the documents.
Right.
And, and so you shouldn't have to face a legal challenge. And if not, there's other workarounds where they could just go ahead and take the money and then donate it, to the DNC or to some other PAC, affiliated, thank you, Citizens United. We can finally make that work for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. But I'm all in agreement that.
All right, man. All right, man. You talked enough, man. All right, man. That's enough. You come here and gobble up all the time.
And register for the Ivy D Grant golf tournament.
Yay! I'm done. Good job, Will.
Man, Killer. I got stories, man. I can tell y'all stories about Killer, man. I can cut him off because he can't tell my stories. Right. But I can tell his
now. Oh, yes, I can.
Can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah, you ain't going to get a chance. Not at all.
It was like,
I got buttons, man.
Undefeated. I
got buttons, so you can't. As soon as you start, you go. All right? All right, man.
Do you have any more questions for your illustrious guest? That would be me.
Yeah. All right, man. Get out of here, man. I'll let you, man.
Thanks, Will.
That's Killer, yo. You want to know why we call him Killer?
Should we know?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I cannot tell you why we call him Killer.
Oh, no.
But it's a good one, though. It's a good one. And nobody died, by the way, either, so that's important to know.
Okay.
Yeah. I pulled my headphones loose. How about that?
So may I? So Lisa says, I hope the discussion today will shift your thinking, Michelle. I see it as a stunning act of patriotism and Joe's ability to do something the Orange Menace never could, put the country above himself.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa. Lisa in our chat room, yes.
Right, because she shouldn't have old snotty nose about all this, right, Lisa? Get up in here.
I'm still worried.
Red-eyed and snotty nose, man. 773-763-9278. You guys are next. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
All we have to do is just talk for a while. And see, I in these streets.
This is motivational speaker and author Dan Duster, author of the great selling book, Peaceful Selling, Easy Sales Techniques to Grow Your Small Business. Keep listening to The Family Meeting.
Itsashort.com. The website is itsashort.com, spelled ITSASHORT.com. We are the best designation on the internet for award-winning short film, video, and web series. Artists are from all over the world. They are award-winning from various festivals, but you can find us at info@itsashort.com, customer care at itsashort.com, and we'll get back to you straight away.
This is Miss Lady B, La Boricua. Now it's time for the Family Meeting News.
This is Michelle Peltier, and here's more of what we are following on the Family Meeting. In suburban Chicago, Orland Square Mall in Orland Park will open the state's first brick-and-mortar store for Rihanna's famous apparel brand, Savage X Fenty. Known for its inclusive approach to lingerie and apparel, the store's grand opening event began this Friday at 10 a.m. The store will be located on the mall's lower level near the Coach store and will join 148 other retailers. Look,
Close to the mall still.
Look, I don't know. I just had to get some news today because I was distraught. In honor of the 20th anniversary of Grant Park's opening, Common, the rapper, and the Grant Park Orchestra transformed the packed J. Pritzker Pavilion into a joyful party honoring hip-hop and the Windy City. Jennifer Hudson and De La Soul, among others, joined Common to perform in the Millennium Park on Saturday night. I do too. Megan Thee Stallion is giving back to her hometown of Houston with the launch of a new program. The rappers Pete and Thomas Foundation is partnering with Bread of Life, Inc. to launch the Emergency Power Program, which will provide generators to senior citizens in Houston. The goal of the program is to ensure senior citizens have access to electricity during natural disasters. The announcement comes after Hurricane Beryl touched down in the Caribbean and in parts of the United States, with reports of over 2.5 million Houston customers losing power for days. At least 6 people between the ages of 50 and 78 suffered heat-related deaths due to the lack of power and sweltering heat. Megan founded the Pete and Thomas Foundation, which is named after her parents, in 2022. The organization aims to uplift and assist women, children, senior citizens, and other undeserved communities. Please visit our webpage, tfmradioshow.com. You can subscribe and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Twitter. Well, I'm despondent. Facebook and Threads, TikTok. Also subscribe and follow our YouTube channel to view us live and receive reminders when we are on the air. I'm Michelle Peltier. We'll be right back.
Joan Esposito, live, local, and progressive on WCPT Willow Springs, is powered by ComEd. Visit ComEd.com/clean.
Hey, Family Meeting cousins. As you know, we've created a Patreon Family Meeting subscription and membership page to include you great listeners in our effort and give you a chance to very economically promote your business, organization, or local event. You can contribute as little as $5 per month to get your message out and support the Family Meeting as a viable voice. We know you appreciate our permanent interest dialogue, get up and dance playlist, and our great guests who stop by. So become a cousin and go to our website, tfmradioshow.com, and click the link.
want me to stay, I'll be around today to be available for you to see. I'm about to go, and then you'll know for me to stay, I got to be me. You'll never be in doubt, that's what it's all about. You can't take me for granted and smile. Calvin, please, I'm gone. Forget reaching me by phone, because I promise I'll be gone for a while. When you see me again, I hope that you have been the kind of person.
Hi, this is Taylor Townsend. I was #1 junior in the world in 2012. You can follow me on Twitter at Taylor_Townsend without the D. And welcome back to the family meeting.
You see Taylor had a win, I think, at Wimbledon?
I think so. Yes, she did.
I got to catch up with Taylor one day. She's grown now. Back then, she was like 16 or something when she came on with us. She was young.
Wow.
Now she's grown. She probably got kids or something.
We need to see if she'll come back.
Yeah, I should check with her, man. Her coach is a good friend of
mine. Well, there you go.
Yeah. 773-763-9278. Y'all got y'all panties in the brunch, too? About all this?
Our chat room does.
Hey, man, I dig it, man. Listen, I fully believe in Black Girl Magic.
I do, too.
I think it's a thing. And
it is.
This country hasn't seen, in this particular role, the execution of Black Girl Magic. The Divine Nine going to get together on this thing. That's the sororities and fraternities, black fraternities and sororities, and light this thing up. I think what's the woman who ran for governor of Georgia? Stacey Abrams.
Stacey Abrams.
I think she's an AKA. She might be a Delta.
I think she's. Is she a Delta?
I don't know.
She's one.
Somebody gonna cuss me out for saying that.
Yeah, she's one of the two.
Yeah, and she knows how to get people out.
She's amazing.
I would argue that Georgia flipped largely because of the infrastructure she put in place.
Yeah.
Although they haven't been trying to tap into her recently, but I think
she's been working behind the scenes doing stuff. I don't think she ever stopped.
Let's hope so. Why does my computer keep going off here, man?
While you're looking at that, why don't you make a reminder?
Oh, you know what? There's a golf outing coming up too. I completely forgot. There's a golf outing
right
coming
around
up.
the corner.
Yes, man. Did you notice a golf outing coming up? Did you hear?
What do we have? 2-3 weeks?
Oh, less than 2 weeks now. August the 2nd in Franklin, Wisconsin. We're having a golf outing. It's going to be a scholarship fundraiser.
Yes.
For the Ivy D. Grant Memorial Scholarship Fund to help a kid get to and stay in college.
Yep.
We'll have chicken. There'll be chicken.
Chicken wings.
Chicken
with
wings.
The knife and a fork if you are so inclined.
You can't beat that. It's all over our social media and our webpage, tfmradioshow.com. You can go there and you can register to either register to golf. If you're not a golfer, you can donate and hang out with us.
There you go.
Because
I thought we were going to go clean because of my condition today. I thought that we weren't going to do Benny Hill.
Right. Old Snotty Nose is going to be in a golf cart. Old Snotty Nose and her married band of wild women are going to be in the golf cart riding around the golf course.
Tiffany, Stella, and...
They'll probably have some brown beverages.
Yes, our mixologist will be in the house.
If anything, you should come just to see Michelle driving around in her cart.
Where all the ladies are taking turns.
They're all going to drive the cart, and it's going to sound like this. That's right. That's right, my friend.
No.
They're probably driving to the water. I think the golf cart is going to charge us for this, man, if we wreck the car or something like that. But listen, if you don't play golf, you're going to want to come see Michelle drive the
cart. No, just give us a donation. You don't have to show up.
That's right.
We'll have pictures.
That's August the 2nd. Visit our webpage, tfmradioshow.com, or hit our social media. It's on our social media, too. You can sign up there. Donate. Worthy cause, too, by the way. You get that, too. Forget the cause. How about the golf cart there?
Shut up. I hate you sometimes.
You don't run out of snot rags.
And I didn't even
run out of snot rags. You keep throwing them at me. There you go. So, yeah, big news today. I'm actually pleased. And let me say this again, lest anyone believes otherwise. I thought Biden should have dropped out anyway. I think he should have never ran.
I know you did.
But I would have voted for him. And Kamala is the next best choice.
Yes,
I don't think you should be messing around, skipping over her, because if you do, that's a problem. Not for me, but for a lot of people, that's going to be a problem. So y'all need to just suppress your little racist, sexist stuff that you got going on that you may or may not realize, and you get out there and vote for that woman.
And I honestly hope you're right and I'm wrong, because I think that's the issue that's going to occur.
That's who this country is. I believe that's who this country is. I think that they lean towards not wanting a black woman to be in the office. And I should add, too, I think she should choose Gretchen Whitmer as her running mate. She needs Michigan.
Yeah.
I think she should choose her. I can't think of anybody else who she could choose. And I really don't like the look of a white man looking over her shoulder the whole time. I just don't like that look.
Yeah, I hear you. That's yeah.
That's
a complicated one.
I can't see.
Because I don't think America would vote for two women.
That says a lot.
Well,
that says a lot.
It is what it is.
Let's get old Bob in here. Old Bob, are you really old, Bob?
Hi, old Bob.
I don't know. We'll have to cut me open and count the rings. But it's your good old lily white honky boy calling from Indiana to say that for several hours now, I have transferred my flag, and it is now I am now on the USS Harris. And we are going to tow the Biden in to port all the way to January 20th. And she will be our new standard bearer. Mm-hmm. And my other brother, Bob, agrees that she's the greatest thing that could have happened. And he also agrees with Michelle that the other greatest thing that could happen would be Gretchen Whitmer as her running mate. And
that was Eric.
For my money, we're way overdue for women running the whole ball game. That is why I have on my desk up here a little flyer from Emily's List, which supports progressive Democratic women candidates. And out of my very minimal Social Security, I am going to write them a check next week and let it fly, folks. So that's where I stand on all of it.
Bob, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay, have a good one.
You too. Bob. Take care, man. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. I do not want somebody to tell me to fall in line. And I don't want you to fall in line in this instance either. But there's only one choice.
Falling in line is Kamala.
Yeah.
That's falling in line.
I wouldn't dare tell anybody to do that. Let's see what's on Gene's mind today. Hey, Gene, what's up, man?
Hi, Gene.
Hey, how are you?
Good, Gene. So you got one of those names, Gene, because they write down Gene. I don't know if it's a he or a she. That's like Pat.
I know.
Everybody knows.
I know. Trust me, I've heard it all my life. But, yeah, that's quite true. Listen, I called you all. First off, Michelle, I agree with you. I was stunned in mourning when I heard that news today.
Thank you.
I didn't know what to do because I had dropped a check in the mail to Joseph Biden yesterday. So I don't know where that money's going to go.
Right.
But the biggest thing that happened, and I was looking at some of this man's accomplishments from this is amazing. 12.6 million jobs created. Justice Ketanji Jackson, the Infrastructure Act, Inflation Reduction Act, PACT Act, Bipartisan Gun Law Act. You know, said the Republicans haven't even moved after their candidate got shot, and nobody talked about gun control at all.
That's right. Well, they don't care about it.
So, but what I was calling you guys about is a warning. You've got your golf outing coming up. I had to be in Michigan. I was there for 12 days. My brother passed, my older brother.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry about that.
Thank you so much. And what I didn't know until I got back to Chicago with the sniffles is that in the funeral car, I had two cousins from Kansas City, one from Milwaukee, me from Chicago, and we all ended up with COVID.
Don't come to the outing, man. Don't.
So did my sister-in-law, and well, that's why I'm calling. You guys got 2 weeks. Somebody can go get a booster or a shot or something, because this thing is going around. And if the president got it and we all got it at a gathering, that means everybody can get it.
Don't bring that with you, man. Leave that somewhere. Don't bring that with you, all right?
I got through the whole pandemic. I had 18 tests that were all negative. And now I came out positive.
That makes you slap rock, man. You just bad luck, man. That's bad.
No, we need Biden. Biden came in and turned the country around, and we wasn't positive no more. And now they're getting rid of him.
So he was the vaccine.
He was
okay.
the vaccine.
I get it. Gene, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Gene.
Take care.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Okay. I hope you feel
Bye-bye.
better too, man. I didn't know if he feels bad, but I hope he feels better anyway.
He sounded okay.
He sounded fine. Yeah. That's right. Let's get Dan calling from the north side here. Hey, Dan, what's up, man?
Hi, Dan.
Hey, how are you, brother? Yeah, I just wanted to mention one thing that may help regarding I'll turn the radio down. Regarding platform and so forth, oil's got to be. She should be talking about oil, how they can reduce oil prices. That is always what has brought up, inflation. That's the big thing right there.
Turn the radio down, man. I can hear you back there in the background, man.
Yeah, no, I've turned it down. Yeah. I used to work on the radio a little bit.
Okay.
I just wanted to mention also too. I think the oil prices. We said that about oil prices got to go down, but as far as women goes, they have the Supreme Court. There's made up of 3 women now or so forth, and Kamala, okay. Hillary didn't get in because Trump embarrassed her so bad. It was a ridiculous, no facts in there. Anyway, I don't follow. He's not a good debater. He must have never went to college for debating or anything, which I didn't do either. But I know the difference between the two.
Yeah.
And I just feel that. The abortion situation could be taken over by the media and could be controlled by the media. I shouldn't say controlled by the media, but represented by the media. I mean, maybe they can even make money on it. But it's what it is one of the last frontiers in Christian thinking.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Sexuality is one of the last. Illicit sexuality, irresponsibility. These are things that are based. The rest of it, man, we got it covered.
Yeah.
Treat your neighbor as yourself. Hey, every time I call up here, I'll do that. But, you guys don't know me as your neighbor. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Listen, good luck on the golf line. And you sent a couple guys up there to do that, to do a band over there. Maybe we can hook something up later, man.
Yeah, I can do a barbershop quartet or something.
Oh, yeah? You do that? Really?
Oh, wow.
Not me. Michelle would like that because she'll be plenty drunk by that time.
You're talking about the harmony. You're talking about the Temptations. I get it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, Dan.
Well,
thanks, man.
Okay. Good. We'll talk later.
Okay, man. Take care.
Bye, Dan.
I don't even want to talk about Hillary, man. Just let me get my man Verlon in here. Verlon, what's up, man?
Hi, Verlon.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, how you doing, baby?
Hold on a second. That's kind of sexist, man. You call her baby? That what you did?
What happened?
She got a good voice. I like that voice.
Oh, thank you.
Call you baby.
It's very familiar, wasn't it? Very familiar.
Yeah, y'all sound very familiar, man.
Hey, how you doing? When she said my name, I'm like, oh, man, that's nice. Okay, I'm gonna
No,
say
you didn't. You said,
something.
baby. You did not. You said, baby. That's a little different, man.
Okay, I gotta say something before I go to to my little education for the people out there listening. Steve from the Gold Coast, that was very irresponsible what you said. It's going to be elections after this, and that's the reason why Trump got shot in the first place. When you make someone out to be Hitler, the Hitler talk is irresponsible. You got young, impressionable minds out there that a lot of them are unhinged, and whenever you say someone's Hitler, somebody wants to be the hero. and stop whatever bad is going to happen in the future. I asked the question on our show yesterday. I said, if you had the power to turn back time and take out Hitler, would you do it? And that's what a lot of these unhinged people are thinking right now. So that's irresponsible. Stop that type of talk. Okay, now what I want to say is
you'll say that about you'll say that about Trump too, though, won't you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what do you want him not to say?
Well, he doesn't call anybody Hitler.
Okay, but what do you want him not to say, though? What do you want him not to say?
He quotes Hitler, though.
I want him to stop saying a lot of stuff.
Like what?
I mean, it's not one thing.
Pick one.
Can't put a finger on it. I would.
No. You said a lot, so pick one.
Oh my God, man! Come on, man.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying right here. Tell me which one.
Oh, Jesus, man!
You can't think of nothing.
Well, listen. He comes borderline with stuff that I could say, look, you just shouldn't say that. But that doesn't mean it's not true. Okay, look, I'm gonna say this. Listen, when he says, I'm gonna tell you what he says that's borderline. That it may be true, but you don't really have to say it.
Dude, all these qualifiers don't work, man. What do you want him not to say? You said there's a bunch of them. What is it?
When it comes to the sleepy, well, Joe Biden's out of it now, but when you say the Sleepy Joe stuff, just talk about what he's not.
How about knock the hell out of him? How about that? How about knock the hell out of him? How about that? You want him to keep saying that?
We don't have. Okay, well, he hasn't said that in a while. He said that
in
a while.
Okay.
4 years ago.
Okay, but how about blood in the streets? How about blood in the streets? How about that? You want him to stop saying that?
Okay. Well, I don't like blood in the streets. I don't like blood in the streets. But
it's a shame it took you so damn much to figure out what he shouldn't say, man. As much as that dude says, it's a shame.
Because listen. Just like you all let a lot of stuff go when it comes to your side of the aisle saying a lot of nonsense, I do the same thing. Because what I vote for is policy, not personality. This isn't Star Search. This isn't American Idol. This isn't So I Think You Can Dance. This is about somebody that's going to.
Okay, so you like tariffs then? You like tariffs? 10% tariffs on everybody. You like that?
Yeah, you know what? He proved our side wrong because the conservatives don't believe in tariffs. But guess what? You don't hear conservatives saying anything about tariffs now.
Yeah, but you still haven't answered my question, brother, man. You still haven't answered my question. Do you or don't you like 10% tariffs on everybody?
Yep. Yes, I do.
Okay, so you know that's inflationary. You know that's inflationary, right?
Well, it's targeted. It's targeted because.
No, it's not. 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 You haven't read. You haven't read. It's 10% on everybody. Because Biden has targeted tariffs. Your boy wants to tariff everybody.
Yeah, that's cool. Because then it'll be a consumer economy. Because say you go to Vegas. Now I compare prices. I go to Vegas twice a year. If a bottle of water costs you almost $6, but you don't have to buy that bottle of water. It's what you buy. You have to choose what you buy.
That's not true. That's not what inflation is about. Inflation is not about your little bottle of water. That's not what it's about.
No, I know it's about but it's about the product. Product that if he put a tariff on a car, they're gonna charge you more for that car coming from China. Right now, the cars from China cheap. But if you put a tariff on, everybody tariff each other, products are going to go up. I understand what it means, but then don't buy that car. You know, but like Trump say, these other countries got to chip in. He's making people.
Listen, man. Listen, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you trying to hang in there, but you're way off base. That ain't how it works. That ain't how supply and demand curve works. That ain't how inflation works. Right. That ain't it, man.
No, can I quickly just tell you what I called in for? Okay, when it comes to picking your candidate, it's all about the super delegates and the delegates. They get to pick who they want. It's not going to automatically go to Kamala. Now,
Kamala
was trying to. Kamala. I don't call her Kamala like a lot of my.
That don't make it no damn better.
I hate that. Kamala does sound a lot better than Kamala. But like I say, the super delegates.
It sounds better for you to pronounce her damn name right. That's what it sounds better.
Be
okay,
pronounced,
all right,
yeah.
You guys, okay. But the super delegates, the big money donors, get to pick. Plus, it has to go to an open convention, and that's only and whoever they pick, you're only gonna have 100 days to mount a campaign and try to win the presidency, which Donald Trump has too much momentum right now because he took a bullet for this country. There's no way anybody that you pick is going to win the campaign in 90 days. The only one that has name recognition is Kamala and maybe Gavin.
Kamala.
That's it.
We'll see. We'll see, bro.
Kamala.
We'll see, bro.
Bye, Vernon.
Appreciate it, man.
All right.
All right.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Lisa says, no, it's not. Superdelegates aren't empowered like they were in 2016.
They don't. These people don't read.
I know.
They hear things and they repeat them. They don't read stuff. So, and he's got a radio show.
I know.
He's telling people stuff that he heard. He ain't read it.
Have we listened to him before? I haven't listened to him.
Not on purpose. No. Yeah. All right, y'all. Lines are full, so you can't call anyway. But the number is 773-763-9266. Listen, when we come back, y'all, listen, we got to get it in, man. I don't want to cut y'all off. I don't do that. But you got to cut yourself off. 773. Yeah, right. You know the number. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
Hi, this is Attorney Cannon Lambert. Give me a call at 312-977-1300. Keep listening to the Family Meeting.
Polaris is introducing a way for you to get empowering financial advice. Save and plan. If you are like a lot of people, you'd like to work with a financial planner, but don't know if you earn or have enough to invest. Save and Plan will allow us to work with nearly anyone from young professionals to retirees looking to travel the world. Save and Plan is simple. Just sign up to save on a systematic monthly basis directly from your account and gain access to a planner and our planning services. Once you sign up, Polaris gives you a customized financial plan, a real person to speak with, and information to help you make good financial decisions. Your dedicated planner is just an email or phone call away. Save and Plan offers empowering advice for everyone. Visit us at polarisadvice.com. Call us today at 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. Save and Plan, empowering advice for everyone. Securities, insurance, and advisory services offered through FSC Securities Corporation. Member FINRA. SIPC. Insurance services offered through Polaris Insurance Agency, Inc., which is not affiliated with FSC Securities Corporation.
What I see is my future wife to be. Only God himself, more important in this life to me. You've been there for me, nurtured and cared for me. Never left my side, in you I can't confide. Love, everything about you. Love.
Hi, my name is Vicki Miller Walton, and I listen to the Family Meeting.
I bet she does. So look, man, here's the thing about this stuff, the kind of the way I personally take in stuff. It's way too new.
Yes, that's true.
Way too new. I mean, so everybody's going to speculate because it's a fun thing to do, right?
It's not fun.
For you, because you get all snotty-nosed about this stuff, I know. But, you know, the thing that we know is that Biden was struggling to prosecute the case. He was struggling, and he ran for microphones and cameras a little too much for the circumstances. COVID didn't help, and his age didn't help. And so, you know, this stuff, what I want to do is wait to see the initial effort to prosecute the case. That's what I want to see. And then have a robust discussion about the candidacy, if it's viable, which way it should go, all those kinds of things.
You're talking like we have a year.
I mean, listen, with the way the news cycles work now, this ain't like Lincoln and standing on a damn log hollering across a field to a bunch of people. This stuff moves.
It does and it doesn't. I mean, I didn't think that we'd still be talking about.
But you can't have it both ways, though, because
that's right.
Many of us complain that the election season is too long. Now we've truncated, and now it's too short. This is plenty of time.
Come on. We've been spending these last couple of years preparing for November with this one candidate. Now, now the time is considerably shorter, and
I don't see it being a problem, though. I just don't.
It shouldn't be, right? It shouldn't be.
They start voting in what? Less than 30 days?
The issue is this infighting to pick who is going to be the candidate.
Be any infighting.
There shouldn't be a fight, but that's my fear, is that there's going to be one. And it starts right now.
There's not going to be infighting.
Infighting got us here, though.
It did not.
Yes, it did.
No, people expressed their preference, which is what we wish the Republicans did. But now the Democrats do it, and we don't like it.
No, I don't see it that way.
No, don't you wish that the Republicans had enough damn sense to turn their back?
About them.
I know, but don't you wish that they had enough sense to turn their back on that orange menace? Don't you wonder sometimes?
Well, they don't have a stellar record anyway.
Look at who was it, Marco Rubio, or the creepy dude from Texas, the senator
Ted Cruz.
Well, he talked about the dude's wife, and he gets up there and advocates for him. Don't you wish?
Well, J.D. Vance was calling him some horrible names a month ago, and now he's the VP candidate. So, I mean, what are you going to do?
So don't you wish don't you expect reasonable people to say, hey, listen, I'm looking at this. It don't look right to me. This is how I feel about it. Which is what they've done now. I think it's a good thing.
I'm glad you do.
You just worry about every damn thing.
No, I have been marinating in politics since I was 18.
That ain't got nothing to do.
I come from a politically aware family. I've seen the ups and downs, and I've worked in campaigns, and this is not good.
But you've never seen anything like this before.
No.
So you have nothing to compare it against.
I'm basing everything that I have learned throughout the years to come up with this conclusion.
You got your draws all bunched up about nothing, man. Because that ain't gonna make a difference, man. I mean, she could run for 2 days. The candidate could run for 2 days and still win.
Okay, I hope you're right.
I mean, who doesn't know who she is at this point?
It's not that they don't know who she is. They don't know what she's been doing. You're not hearing me. They think that she's just an arm piece. They don't know that she's been traveling all over the country and meeting with world leaders and doing some significant things.
How long does it take her to tell people that?
Ooh, child.
All the cameras are going to be pointed at her.
Yep.
Everybody will see that.
Next week they will, or whenever the convention is.
All the cameras will be pointed at her, and you'll see it then.
Yes, okay. I want you to be right. I want you to be right.
Obama catapulted himself to the presidency, arguably, with the speech he made at the DNC. Was it 4 years prior or 8 years prior?
That's how we came to know him. Who didn't know him was
immediately they were talking about him as a future presidential candidate.
Right, but how long did that have time to marinate? 4 years.
No, it was 5 minutes after the speech ended.
But I'm
talking about that.
Everything started to percolate and percolate. Yes, they started talking about it the day after. But he didn't run until 4 years later.
So you need Kamala to make a speech that does the same thing to people that day. That was very presidential.
It was.
I'm down.
She said several presidential speeches already.
But not as the number one on the ticket, though.
Because it wasn't time for her to be. You act like there's going to be a smooth transition, and I think so. And I hope you're right. I pray that you're right, but I don't have faith that that's going to be the case.
Because you got your butt. You need to pull your drawers out your booty crack.
Why are you talking about my underwear?
You all bunched up like that, man.
Adrian!
Let me get Donna in here. Donna, talk Michelle out of suicide, man. Hey, Donna.
Hi, Donna. She hung up.
Good afternoon, family.
How you doing?
Hi, Donna.
This is a great thing that has happened, and I'll tell you why.
Thank you.
This will expose all the Dinos, all the Democrats in name only, because we have, just like the rhinos, we have a bunch of Dinos, too. Now, the good thing about this situation, and I heard Michelle's concern about them not knowing Kamala, but she had to stay in her role. She couldn't have staged President Biden. As long as he was the top of the ticket, she had to respect that. That woman is ready.
She is.
Ready.
I agree.
Ready to make a move. And when she makes a move, I'm sure Trump is shaking in his boots because he knows he's not prepared for her. He knows Biden would be easy to push around out there on the stage, but not Mrs. Harris. She's going to get out there and put him in his place. I know it. I'm
Black
looking
girl
forward
magic.
to it.
Black girl magic, right?
And I'll tell you another thing. We're in the age of the goddess. The feminine energy is operating all over the planet right now.
That's true.
All
That
the
is true.
places in the world that you see that are under in a war, men started.
Yep.
What country did a war start from a female? Name it. You can't name it. So right now, we're right where we're supposed to be on the planet. That sister's gonna get in there and make things right. So I'm looking forward to the process myself.
That's right. Me
From
too.
your mouth to God's ear, Donna.
Yeah. Tell her take a.
Well,
She
hey.
got her drawers all bunched up. Help her out, Michelle.
Listen, check this out though. We all have to do our part. We can't put all the weight on her and think she can do it by herself.
That's true.
We got to do our part out here. We got to get to the polls. We got to get these folks to the polls. We got to wake these sleeping drones up because they've been programming these people for years to be asleep. But we got to wake them up. And we got the power. The power is still in our hands. The vote. If we have a massive turnout like we did with President Obama, ain't no way they can make it.
That's the only way we can do
And
it.
on that, I'm going to say good afternoon, fam.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, fam. Thanks, Donna.
Appreciate you,
All
Donna.
right.
All right. Donna for president. Big R, my man. Come on, man. What's up with you?
Hi, Big R.
Oh man, how you doing, fam? Eric, hope you're doing well. I'm gonna upstage Mr. Roland because I think he wants to tickle your fancy, Michelle. I don't know. Oh man! So let me upstage him. How you doing, Michelle?
I'm good, Big R. How are you?
Why don't you stop, man? Why don't you just stop?
You mistress, you temptress, you.
Don't call me a mistress.
Man, y'all some old nasty people, man.
You bewitch me. I just don't know what to say. Okay, I'm stop goofing around. Eric,
I'll play too much, man.
The drama is over the top now. Here we go. I'm so glad the Olympics coming up at the end of the week as a distraction from all of this, because it's going to take a little time for Kamala to. It's very easy, Verlon. Kamala, not Kamala, not whatever. It's going to take them a while. Okay, here we go. Now, what's the plan? Let's get it together. Let's go to this convention and get it done right. Mr. Quigley, here in Illinois, what do you have to say now? Just like Michelle said, there are a lot of no, that was Donna just spoke on it. Dinos, just like you got rhinos, you got dinos. If you think there aren't a bunch of dinos out there who are closet white supremacists, or closet white nationalists, you are a naive fool. As far as Trump and his ability to debate, he doesn't debate. What Trump does, he's not intelligent enough to debate. He's an imbecilic nincompoop. What Trump does, he either lies or I had my thoughts going. He either lies or it'll come back to me. I'm sorry. But you know, just because he lies so much, it's tripping me up. Yeah, he lies. So no, I haven't been doing any drinking or nothing. He lies so much. It's just it's all he knows how to do. I got it. He's either going to lie or he's going to revert to what he does all the time, and that's become an infantile teenager name caller. That's all he can do because he has no positive policies other than giving rich people more money. His foreign policies is he admires dictators and authoritarians. He wants to be one himself. So Kamala, with her intelligence and her experience, now she's in the spotlight, and I think she's going to rise to the occasion. And yes, Democrats, you would be making a very bad decision if you try to overlook her and don't push her to the top. As far as her vice presidential candidate, I kind of got to agree with the Gold Coast guy. What was his name? Bob?
Steve.
Okay, I kind of agree with them. You need to balance that ticket out a little bit. Unfortunately, I would love to see.
What does that say about our country that she needs a white man? What does that say about our country that she needs a white man on the ticket?
Same thing it says about the fact that she can't choose another woman.
Yeah, I would love to see her and a girl from Michigan. I would love that. That'd be a beautiful ticket.
I'd love it too.
Even the New York governor too.
Yeah,
he'd be a good one.
Yeah,
he's reasonable and very intelligent. But the misogynist men in this country aren't ready for that. And that goes across all the board of ethnicities and nationalities. They're not ready for that.
Yeah. All right, man. All right, that's enough, man. That's enough, man. That's enough.
I want to ask you I just want to ask you one quick question. What do you think is going to happen in New York when the judge sentences this guy on appropriately 911 on September 11th? What do you think he's going to do?
I think he'll give him like a house arrest or something like that, or penalty. I don't think he'll put him in jail. House arrest? Yeah, I mean you can't put no rich white man in jail. That don't work in this country.
Yeah. That'll be enough for me for right now.
Yeah, I wish they throw his ass in jail.
Put him on house arrest.
Yeah, or something. Hey, man, go ahead, man. You took up a lot of time, man. Go ahead, man. All that talking and stuff.
I know. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, homie.
All right, man.
Have a good week, big guy.
Okay.
Y'all be safe and blessed. Bye-bye.
You too, man. I'm going to take a quick break here, like one commercial, so we just take a breather and then blow through the rest of the calls here.
Okay.
So I see Mildred, drunk-ass Adrian's waiting, Dave, and Roosevelt. Listen, no sermons, y'all. I'm going to take this break. Y'all get a breath, get your thoughts together. I'm going to get you in. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
Things I do for you, I do for no one else. Things I give to you.
My name is Cecil B. Lucy, attorney at law and certified public accountant. Keep listening to the Family Meeting.
A Single K plan is a 401k plan designed especially for business owners and immediate family, regardless if they are incorporated or not. Single Ks offer both employer and employee contributions and in many cases have no setup fee or annual plan administrative charges. Single Ks are simple to administer with no government reporting required. Most importantly, this plan allows employees to access their savings via hardship withdrawals or loans. Visit our website at polarisadvice.com or call us about your business or organization's retirement plan at 312-951-2606 or email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. Polaris provides empowering advice for everyone.
Securities offered through Lion Street Financial LLC, member FINRA, and SIPC Investment Advisor Services offered through Lion Street Advisors LLC, registered investment advisors. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street Financial are not affiliated.
Dancing, dancing, dancing. She's a dancing machine. Moving, baby. Automatic, systematic, full of color, self-contained. Tuned and gentle to your vibes. Captivating, stimulating. She's such a sexy lady. Filled with square safe design. She's moving, she's grooving, dancing until the music stops now. Yeah.
Hi, this is Wendy Calvert at wcalvertlaw.com. Welcome back to the Family Meeting.
See, here's the thing. I swear that Tito was just along for the ride. You can't convince me.
Didn't he play an instrument?
No, he was holding a guitar. But Tito can't play the guitar. They had him holding a guitar because Tito can't dance.
Oh, stop!
Just hold his guitar. Don't strum it. No, it ain't gonna be plugged in either. No, just hold it and stand there. Y'all take care of your brother. You know he's stupid. He ain't got the talent like y'all got. Tito can't play that guitar. He can't dance and he can't sing.
He's just wrong for that.
He just was related.
Come on now.
Have you seen Tito do anything since
without Tito?
Have you seen Tito recently?
No. Should I?
No, me
Google
either.
them or something? Okay,
I mean,
you scared
people-
me. I was
I mean, like, you know, Janet, Rebbie, all of them had stuff. I ain't never seen nothing from Tito.
Well, he got married and he has lots of kids, right? Don't they have a band?
Is that what you know?
Or is that Jermaine?
Jermaine got that crazy looking Jerry curl. Oh my God. Like a straight out of Gary, Indiana Jerry curl, man.
Well, that's where they're from.
He brought the Jerry curl with him, man. But you can't convince me that Tito had any talent. He just was like, you know, take your brother with you. Don't leave him here at home by himself. Take your brother with you.
Well, he was the oldest, wasn't he? Or he's second.
I don't, you know.
I'm going to have to do some Jackson 5
like
trivia.
55 kids in that family in a little bitty ass house in Gary. 55 kids in one bathroom? Come on, man. Who just dropped the load in here? Which one of y'all? You know he's going to hold up the line. We can't come in here because Tito dropped the load.
Well,
I'm just saying, man. You can't convince me Tito had talent, man. You can't. That boy, hold the guitar. I told you, just hold it. Don't dance. No, there's no mic for you.
Good. He had rhythm, though. Come on now. I'm picturing him now.
He was swinging the guitar. Look at videos of Tito. Look up
and he
video.
just did like this.
Yeah, he did the kitchen two-step, right. When you making dinner and you're doing two steps, stay right here, Tito, right in here. Don't do nothing else, stay right here.
It's just so wrong.
You know Tito ain't got no damn talent, man. Okay, I'm anxious to hear from Mildred, because I know she's going to jump on me about something.
Hi,
hey,
Mildred.
Hi, thanks for taking my call. I'm on pins and needles. I'm so happy today because Biden, he kind of beat their butts by not going through with the campaign and putting Kamala up there. Everybody, Kamala. I always say Harris. I'll give her respect. I say her last name because I say Biden. Biden Harris. Always, you know, people wasn't as they thought they're going to kick Miss Harris, Vice President Harris around, but she had something waiting on them.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen that woman talk and speak? She ran for president. Don't forget that. And she left because she ran dry with money, you know. But you don't have to worry about Harris because she's going to kick butt.
That's right.
Okay? She's a very intelligent, experienced legislator, number one, and prosecutor, attorney. She's all of those things. Senator, she was on the... I watched a whole lot of that stuff. I'm just a policy nut, okay? I watched that, so I know what I'm going to do ahead of time. And I was hoping for this outcome because I was tired of them bashing Biden. I love Biden, okay? He did a lot for this country. People just don't know. And I got my student loan wrote off, and my daughter got her student loan wrote off. I have no problems, okay? And other people I know got their student loans written off, okay? Mm-hmm. So I have no problems. He loves people. And you can look in that man's face and tell he's a nice guy that's going to do right for this country. This other guy you're going to be in trouble with.
Yeah.
We will be in trouble. That's why he stepped down, because he knows the other people's crazy.
Yeah.
So he stepped back and put somebody there that's going to whoop Trump's butt. Kamala's going to whoop his butt.
Mildred, thank you for that. You better take.
That's why I'm happy.
You better take Cujo out before he get mad at you.
Thanks, Mildred.
and that's right.
Okay.
And so don't pay that other guy no attention. He's a Republican. He always gets on radio. That's why I stopped getting on that radio progressive talk with what's his name. They handed him the baton, and he carried on the show for a whole show. I don't think you guys remember that. But I couldn't take it.
Yeah, I know who he is. I know who he is. I
you know who he is?
Yeah, I do.
He's never going to agree with you.
No.
Because he's been drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I know.
So something's wrong with some of these black men that's sitting there talking all this crap. They forgot where they came from.
Mildred, you got to take Cujo out, man.
Yeah.
Take Cujo out now. He's hollering at you.
Okay.
Thanks, Mildred.
So I'm just speaking the truth that I know of, okay? So
okay, you're going to get bit by Cujo. You keep talking. Cujo going to bite you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready for him, for whoever.
Have a good week, Mildred.
All right, Mildred. Take care.
You too. Thanks.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's see what's on drunk ass Adrian's mind.
Adrian.
Hey, fam. First of all, let's get it out of the way. It's Sunday, so family meeting is on, so you know what I'm doing.
Yes, we know.
And
Wish
I've
you
been
were here doing
a
it.
lot of it. I've been doing a lot of it today.
Ooh, yes.
You know what? I wish that I was in studio with a bucket of ice water so that I could put the fire that is in Michelle's pants out. We need to douse those flames and speak in 2 words: woo and sa.
Woosah. Woosah.
Just chill. Listen, listen, here's the thing. You got to kind of think of like political strategy, right? They've been loaded for bear to go after this guy for all of. Think about this. They wanted Joe to run so badly that now they want to bring lawsuits against the Democratic Party to make him run. The same guy that they said has been the worst president in the history of presidents, they want him to win and to run and have the possibility of being president again. Anytime those jokers say that about a candidate, yeah, we want that person, just know that it's because they believe they can take that person down.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
There you go.
So, you should know that about that. So the other thing that I really enjoyed was, and I do this quite often myself to these right-wingers, when they make these statements, I love, Eric, and I'm going to get off because I know y'all want to get through this, is when people say all he's done or he's done whatever, and you say, okay, name something. I do that all the time. You don't, when these right-wingers say something, right, and you don't have to disagree with them. Just ask them a question. Just ask them, and the question that you ask them is evidence to support the statement at the argument that they're making. Yeah. Whatever argument it is, whatever statement they're making, don't just recoil and get triggered by this crazy stuff they're saying. Just ask them a question and ask them for the evidence to support it. And how many times did dude say, oh my God, right? Because he's just spewing junk from this bubble.
Yep.
He's just stuck in his bubble and really don't have nothing. And now here you are, and the rest of the people listening, soaking up his junk when he has no evidence. I mean, for something that he was so passionate about to make that statement, and he couldn't give one example of what he was trying to say.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That's how it works.
It really is ridiculous, isn't it?
Malpractice.
That's right.
It's political malpractice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's get out in the streets and knock on doors for Kamala, man. That's what we're gonna do. Get out in the street and knock on doors for Kamala.
Happy to do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at going to another state. I'm gonna look at going to Georgia or Michigan to do it.
You know what? You all said something early in the show. I was not going. I didn't watch the RNC, and I wasn't going to watch the GNC. Now that this has happened, I'm all in on watching it just to see what happens.
That's right. It's going to gobble up the entire news cycle for the next 30 days.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It'll be interesting, that's for sure.
Have fun, Sam.
Okay,
I'm
man.
going back to what I do best.
Have one for me.
You know I will.
All right, man.
Tell Stella
Take
hello.
care. Yeah, tell that too. Yeah.
All right, we'll do.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
Let's get Roosevelt calling here from Chicago. Roosevelt, what's up, man?
Hi, Roosevelt.
Hey, E. Hi, Michelle. How you doing? First of all, if you have another break, E.
Nope.
If you got time, Superwoman by Stevie Wonder, please, if you have it.
Okay.
All right, now.
Okay, I got it on my playlist too. I got it on my playlist, but not today.
Okay. Anyway, so here's the thing. It's taken the African-American woman to rescue constantly from the jaws of this idiot. The African-American woman, again, Miss Harris, is going to rescue this country. I disagree with you, Michelle. There isn't going to be a bloodbath. The future of this country, the future of Mexico, can you imagine two adjacent countries with both women presidents in Mexico, the first woman, Jewish woman, in the United States? Okay, so now, here's the way I see it. The youth of America, in particular, the minorities of America, including my community, Mexican-American kids that were born here, of people that don't have paperwork, the papers, as they say, or as Trump calls them, you know the word. So I believe this is going to unify minorities. Trump, since he got in there, he constantly bashed all minorities. And to Verlan, I was wondering who was going to be the first fool to put down an African-American woman, and it was Verlan. Now, I'm waiting for the first Latino fool, and I'm going to keep track of this, because here's the point. The point is the future of this country. There's going to be the inspiration that this woman is going to put in the youth of America, in general, of all colors. That's my assessment. I don't know what you guys think. But, by the way, tariffs, how much did it cost this country in tariffs of the farmers that he had to bail out from a guy that all his businesses failed, a guy that inflated and deflated property values? The guy is an idiot. The guy doesn't know how to do anything. So when he took a bullet, he didn't take a bullet for America. He took a bullet from a Republican, Verlan, from a Republican. They're afraid of saying the truth. That's what happened.
Roosevelt, thanks, man. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you.
Take care. And let's get Dave from Hoffman Estates here. Dave, we got a few minutes left, man. It's
Hi,
on
Dave.
I try to be real quickly. Yeah, I wasn't too surprised you stepped out or aside, because the other week I even mentioned it to Richard, where I'd heard it, where they said that the party had to make a decision by August 7th because in Ohio the names would be on the ballot. Then, you know, if he didn't step down before August 7th.
Yeah, I heard that.
And,
well, listen, the reality is they're going to have to just work through it, man. They have to work through it. They got to work through it in the open, out in public. And it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, well, it is what it is now. But President Biden now, being basically a lame duck president, are they still going to have that meeting with Netanyahu? He was supposed to come next week.
Yeah, he should. He's the sitting president. He should continue to do that.
It's true.
Yeah, and then last two things is they won't, you know, sadly, they won't put a woman VP. I'm pretty sure of that, because even though the men have screwed it up for so long, but I don't think our country's ready for that yet. And then, secondly, they've mentioned guys, you know, say like Josh Shapiro, and that I don't think he would get the nod either, because of the fact, if you recall, Al Gore's running mate, Lieberman, that didn't work too well for him that time, remember?
Yeah, didn't it? Oh.
Yeah, it says a lot about this country, though, how they react to stuff like that. Wow.
They'd throw the country in the overload, especially in the South.
Yeah.
If they did that, you know?
Yeah.
But,
all right. Good point, Dave.
Yeah, the president, I don't think the president will be sending any Christmas cards over to the Obamas or Pelosi either. And some of them 30-some guys, I bet he feels such a betrayal right now, you know?
Yeah. I know what you mean, yeah. Dave, I appreciate it, man.
Good.
Thanks again.
Have a good week.
You too,
Thanks,
man.
Dave. You too.
You bet. Take care. Listen, to my way of thinking, and I'm willing to wait and see how this thing unfolds, this is going to tell you and us a lot about who this country is. I mean, Dave just made a point there about how Gore's running mate Lieberman, how the country reacted to him because he was Jewish. This country still harbors those sentiments that are toxic like that.
Was that really why we reacted that way toward Lieberman, though?
Well, he was a weasel, too, but a little weasel. But,
I mean, it was a part of it, but, you know,
Yeah, that was
come
a part
on,
of it.
Lieberman kind of revealed himself later.
Yeah, and he did. You're right. He was wishy-washy on his policies.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's going to say a lot about the DNC and this country, this election, their ability to put Kamala on top of the ticket, the ability to elect that orange menace or her, both will say a lot about this country, and as will the election following this election will tell us a lot about that. And I always point to the statistic that I read, that I shared with all you guys a few years back. If you heard, there are more old voters dying than young voters coming on the rolls. Yeah. And Killer just pointed it out. They're doing polls of people now that don't include an accurate representation of the electorate. So you can't really rely on the polls. These young people, they ain't got no home phone.
Nope. No more landlines.
No. And they skip over your email polls, so they're not reading those. So they're not responding. You don't know how they're going to vote. We know how they tend to vote.
Right.
So, that says a lot. And I hope that that this campaign does not spend any time trying to win people who are undecided.
Yeah.
Forget them. I almost said the bad word. Forget them. Right? If you're undecided at this point, after all you've seen, we don't need you because you're too wishy-washy, and how could you be that way? Everything's laid out for you. And y'all better not skip over Kamala. You better not.
That's my thing. Better not do it. Better not happen.
That's
it's
a big
not
problem.
going to be pretty.
Big problem.
If it's even a consideration, if it's even a little bit of let's kind of discuss another. No.
Right.
No.
And I'd like to see it out in the open. I want to see people talk it out loud at the DNC convention. Talk it out.
That's what got us here in the first place.
Well, I think that's a good thing. I mean, it gives you a chance people to see where people stand. I think that is can be as robust as the actual primary.
Okay.
To see people talk it out. And listen, let them argue. Let them argue.
I'm going to be there front and center. I don't care.
I'm not going to be there. Nowhere near it.
I'm going to be all up in there.
Let them argue. I want to hear where they stand. I want to know what your position is.
Yeah.
I don't want this to happen behind closed doors. I think that it would do them harm to have it happen behind closed doors with big money donors. I think that's an error.
We're here because of them.
Okay, but we have to rely on them, though, to fund the campaign. So it cuts both ways. I mean, that's the reality of where we are in this country right now. That's how people get elected now, with the big money donors. But if you allow the selection of the candidate to happen behind closed doors with the influence of them, I mean, I don't mind their influence, but have it out front. Tell me that they're writing checks, and that's how you're getting down. Tell me that so I know what I'm faced with. I know what I got to do. I know who I got to vote for. I know who I ain't got to vote for. I know this stuff. You do too.
I do, yes.
I don't know anybody that I don't know anybody, mine's anecdotal, who changes their mind because of all this going on. If it ain't Biden, okay, I'm getting down with Kamala. Whoever y'all check, I'm going. That's what I'm gonna vote for. That's how it goes. We'll talk about it more as it unfolds, y'all. Michelle, thank you so much for your news today.
Yep,
it's the best news on earth.
When I can pronounce stuff.
Right. For the retired porno star,
yes,
Bobby Longstroke.
Bobby.
Tune into the family meeting every Sunday at 4. I'm your host, Eric Grant. Peace.
I love the cute Morgan, as long as I'm around and down.